Sideways, issue number 2. I'm gonna rift on out of here. Hey comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0, and fans, you're back with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all-important comic book review, so you the fans can make a decision on what comic books to buy. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about Sideways issue number 2. Now, the very first issue of this series was actually really well done. You can see the similarities between Peter Parker and Derek within the characters, you know. And I think people found Derek as a very relatable character, and that's why they attached to this book. And so a lot of people are highly anticipating this particular issue. Dan Didio and Rocafort are the creators of this actual book. So I thought that Sideways is a great idea, and it's very refreshing, I think, for a lot of DC readers. And it's good that they're introducing some of these characters that people can relate to. So now, with second issue, was it a good issue? Was it just as strong as the first issue? So let's talk about this one, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. So at the end of the last issue, we wound up seeing Derek. He runs into this guy that was talking to him while he was rifting place to face by trying to be this social media star. Like, he looked like he was this YouTube star, right? And so all of a sudden he's on this Gotham building, and he comes across by the name of Tempest Fognot. And this guy is kind of the protector of space-time, you know, opening up rifts that shouldn't be opened up, finding dimensions that shouldn't be found. He's the protector of that, and he needs to make sure that that's all in order, and he feels that Derek should die. So what happens is Derek tries to escape from him. He tries to rift out, but his powers are very limited when he's in close quarters with this creature, because he has these overall say in these powers. So what he does is he basically falls from the building. He tries to catch himself with some light poles, and, you know, hits himself on the buildings. And he's like, oh, I thought I could do it. You know, they do it in the movies, you know. And so what happens is he finally gets far enough away where he rifts, and he rifts into an ocean. He gets severely injured. So the only place that he can go, because he lost his phone in the process, is to go to Ernie's house. It is confirmed that they are not boyfriend and girlfriend. It's his best friend. So he goes to Ernie's house, and he kind of tells her the story of what happened. And so what happens is he's so severely injured that they have to take him to the hospital. So Ernie winds up taking him to the hospital. They evaluate him. And we get this little glimpse of seed that's been planted in this issue of things to come into the future, which I found that this was very funny, because we've always talked about how this book is you know, similar in many ways of, you know, the character of Peter Parker and Derek here, very similar in many ways. But in this issue, you wind up seeing this duck or this swan or whatever it is just going through the water. And the next thing you see is that there's this little rift that opens up, and it's like this black goo that goes over this duck, and it kills it, takes it over, whatever it is. I'm like, what? Black symbiote in DC Comics? I don't think so. But you can see that this rifting, I think, maybe is having an effect on what's going on in the future with this book. So we see Derek. He winds up in the hospital. His mom was called. His mom was furious. And in this book, we get still a little bit more of the backstory on what happened with Derek in going on through DC Metal, and how he was affected, how his mom was, you know, traumatized, how she was trying to find him, and that, you know, her emotions really broke down during the situation that happened in Gotham, and how she's supposed to be a responsible mother and her children come first. And we get that nice story. And then by the time we get to the end of this particular issue, we wind up seeing that there's this commotion that's going on in the hospital room. And we get to see this this speedster, like you would say. And we find this new character by the name of Killspeed. And, you know, she was shot on accident. She's dangerous. It looks like she's holding people responsible for, you know, for her accident, saying that, you know, no one wanted to help her when she was sick, and now she has these powers, and she's looking for revenge. And the ending of this book was really cool because we wind up seeing Derek. He's got to try to save the day, and he's all injured and messed up, and he puts on his costume, and he's in his little hospital gown, you know, which was hilarious, in his underwear, and he's just got the mask, and she's like, yeah, you got no pants on there. And that's kind of how the issue ended. So what did I think about this book overall? I thought this was a great direction for this book. This book could have done two ways for me. We could have gone to this Fugnot guy, and he could have been in space, and we could have not seen the supporting cast for how many issues, or it could have stayed on Earth, got rid of the Fugnot guy for now, and build the supporting cast some more. And it did, and I really like that. We got to see a little bit more of Ernie. We get to see a little bit more of their relationship, how she covers for him, how she protects him, and how the mother, how caring she is of her adopted son. And we get to see a little bit more backstory. So overall, this story does have me hooked, and they plant seeds of things to come in the future for this book, which I can't wait to see what this black goo is coming from this rift. And will we see this Fugnot guy again, if that's how you even say his name? Really weird name. But overall, very enjoyable story. Nice art overall. I like the direction where this is going. So I say pick this book up, guys. I gotta give this one a 4.25 out of 5 stars. I'm not a huge fan of the Killspeed character yet. I gotta see her character development. If they kind of left that out, I would have been okay with that. But we'll see where this actually goes. And fans, in the comments below, tell me what you thought of Sideways issue number 2. Are you a fan of this character? What is your favorite, I guess, new DC character book that just came out of the pages of metal? So again, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. This channel does not work without your support. And as always, fans, thank you so much for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. Until our next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye.